owly volcanoes, skyscraper roller coasters, and indoor gondola rides, palaces. No, I'm not talking about some fantasy land, I'm talking about Las Vegas, and today we're counting down our list for the top 10 most fabulous, iconic, must-see hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. Before we do though, make sure you subscribe to Planet Mark and hit that bell notification to be told of the next great upload, and check the list in the description box below of our essential vacation must-have itinerary. They're super cheap and we've tested and they're all really good. So let's start this list of sin at number 10, the Mirage. The Mirage is a tropical themed hotel with shows like the Beatles Love, the Cirque du Soleil themed show. You can see the Bengal, white tigers and really great restaurants. It's a really great location, walking distance of some of Vegas's best attractions. And just outside you can see the exploding volcano, which goes off every hour, pretty much on the hour, to like some weird soundtrack. I mean, that's such a weird idea. Imagine if aliens came down and the first thing they saw was that, but like,
what the hell? Why is nobody running away from this fiery inferno? There's a volcano just going off the middle of the city. Why did they build a city around the volcano? I'm getting out of here, Zoip Ploip.
Do you like skyscrapers? Do you like theme parks? Well, look no further because I've got the place for you. It's the Stratosphere. Like the name says, it's the tallest building on the Las Vegas Strip. Pretty much you go into the stratosphere, and yes, there is roller coasters, a drop tower which is called the Extreme, some like thing that hangs you off over the top, and some whirly twirly thing which kind of tilts you off the top as well. If you're afraid of heights, this definitely isn't the thing for you. For $100 to $200, you can abseil down the tallest building in Las Vegas. It's just crazy. This is one of those classic hotels that you always see in the Vegas adverts. You see the hotel, you see the ride and the drop tower on the top of this hotel. It's like, I need to have this. You can just go up to the top of the tower with the observation deck for $20 or have an unlimited all-day pass for $30. Number 8. Wield the magic sword of Merlin at the Excalibur Hotel. As the name implies, this is a medieval themed hotel based on Camelot. It's like a whole hotel fit with hotel towers and hotel gates. This is one of the much more family-friendly orientated hotels on the Strip. It's outside is probably the best thing about it. Just looking at it, when you go inside, it's not too much themed like it. I mean, I've got things like the Fun Dungeon, which is an arcade, so it's a bit more family-friendly than some of the other hotels we're going to be talking about and have spoken about, and the Tournament of the Kings. It has 4 pools, however one of them is adults only and there's an extra fee for that. But if you want an adults only pool. Number 7.
The New York
Hotel. If you haven't already figured out, the
New York
Hotel is based and themed on the city, New York. Yeah, they had to really think hard about that one, didn't you? Basically, this hotel it's a really nice hotel. It's got miniature models of pretty much everything that's iconic about New York, about the Big Apple, miniature Statue of Liberty, miniature Brooklyn Bridge, miniature skyscrapers, and a Hershey's store. Although the Hershey's store is very expensive, it's still, it's still Hershey's store. If you want to see inside that, click on our vlog. The New York used to be one of our favourite hotels. Well, it used to be one of our favourites when I was winning $50, and then it sooner got to one of our hotels we liked least when I lost 70. One of the really nice things about this hotel is when we went in Christmas, everything was themed like the Macy's department store, the big, all the whole Christmas stuff is really iconic over there in New York. If you're from New York or the States, you probably know it a lot better than we do. And they really went all out, and that's what I really liked about that. So it did have that kind of essence of New York. That's why it's slightly higher on our list. Maybe some of the other hotels, if you're wondering. Okay, if you're a fast food eater, if you love fast food, you're gonna love this. Shake Shack is there as well. It was our first time ever at Shake Shack, and we loved it. Burgers are awesome. Milkshakes maybe slightly bit overpriced. Chips good as well, but the burgers are so good. Definitely try a Shake Shack burger if you haven't already. And of course Starbucks, because it's New York. However, the number one thing about this hotel is there's a roller coaster inside it. $15, like a bit pricey, but an indoor roller coaster inside this hotel pretty much shows you all of the statues and monuments of New York. There's also an arcade, food area. There's just a lot here. There's a lot and it's good. Number 6, the Paris Hotel. Have you ever wanted to go up the Eiffel Tower without the downside of having to go to France? Well, look no further than the Paris Hotel. At the peak of the Eiffel Tower replica, you can see a 360-degree view of the Strip. However, the thing that really raises the bar for this hotel, because admittedly the Stratosphere, that's taller than the Paris Eiffel Tower, it's the theming. Everything has a French theme in it, and it's just a really nice change. Although you may not be the biggest fan of France or Paris, but you know, you have to appreciate that it is really romantic, and you have to appreciate how immersive it is as well. And also, it's got some really great restaurants as well. For example, you can eat 110 feet up in the Eiffel Tower. Gordon Ramsay has a restaurant here. Don't worry, he's not going to be shouting at you in the kitchen. And it leads on to the Miracle Mile, a huge, massive shopping mall. Number 5, the biggest hotel in Las Vegas is the MGM Grand. It feels more like a mini city. Well, I suppose a town is a mini city if you want to get picky, and this is probably where we spent most of our time. There's got loads of really cool monuments like the MGM Lion, the Rock and Roll Memorabilia Store, the CSI Experience, a lazy river, a food court, like TV City. Not entirely sure if TV City is there all the time, but basically, you know, when you see in TV shows, people going to view like TV shows and they rate it, and they base the TV shows on that. Yeah, we were invited to do that, and it was well, I didn't actually like the show, but it was nice for me to give my view on something, even though I kind of didn't feel they took any of my opinions seriously. But it was kind of nice to do that for a morning. But also, if you wanted to get off the Strip, then this is kind of like a nice shortcut. You can cut through this hotel, and you know, it's got really good air conditioning, so that's always nice. And they had a Cirque du Soleil show in there as well. There's loads of Cirque du Soleil stuff in Las Vegas, so you're not cut for choice. Number 4, the Luxor. The second biggest hotel on the Strip. The Luxor is the pyramid-shaped hotel. And again, for this one, theming is everything. That's what really makes it stand out. It's inside a pyramid, for one. It has lights beaming out of it, beaming off it, so it's like heavenly. It's like, it has a sphinx outside it, and you have to kind of go in through the sphinx to get into it. Everything is ancient Egyptian themed, even the rooms, to the tiny little bars of soap, which, you know, are just pointless. Everyone just steals them anyway. They're shaped like a pyramid. It's just hilarious. This also has the Titanic attraction. Admittedly, I've been to far too many Titanic museums. The only other Titanic museum I'd ever go to in my life is a Titanic conspiracy museum. So there's also a spa, there's waterfalls in the pool, again bringing that whole, it's an ancient Egyptian tropical paradise that you're in. This is why this ranking so high on the list, it's because of the immersion. Some hotels have a really great idea but don't really follow it up. They've got the spectacle but not the immersion. This has the immersion. It's got that big old spectacle of being an ancient Egyptian pyramid, but inside as well. It carries it forward, so that's why it's so high. And also, if you get drunk enough, then they will actually mummify you and bury you and you'll be dead. Number 3, the Venetian Hotel. Okay, personally, I thought this was going to be at number 1, so I'm going to kind of classify these kind of, in my own eyes, as all of these 3 are number 1, but you know, it's a list, it has to be number 1. Personally, I would put this at number 1, but my wife disagreed with me, and you know what it's like. So what makes this hotel so fantastic? It's themed to being on the streets of Venice. What's more romantic than that? They have a gondola ride, yes, a gondola ride in the hotel, which kind of takes you outside and then through the mall. And remember that Miracle Mile we mentioned earlier? This has direct access to the Miracle Mile. It's got a Venice-themed pool. Got the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. It's got high-end designers like Louis Vuitton. It's even got an escalator walkway, which, okay, you know you're in a massive hotel when it takes you 30 minutes to get from the check-in desk to the casino. Yes, that's not even a joke. It took us 30 minutes in a hotel to walk from the front desk to our room. This took us that long to get through to the casino. Admittedly, it was a nice view on the way, but yeah, that's just to try and give you like an idea of how big this hotel is. However, the number 1 best thing about the Venetian Hotel is the ceiling. Probably weren't expecting me to say that if you've never visited Vegas before. Yeah, the ceiling. If you look up, you won't just see a boring old ceiling with lights. You'll see like an piece of artwork. It's designed like to show you like you're outdoors, like being designed with clouds, kind of like the Sistine Chapel. That's how, you know, it's. I don't really care for art or anything like that, but this when it's on such a huge scale, there's no way you can ignore it, as you have to kind of appreciate it. Whether you like art or not, you have to appreciate this because it's just so much effort, and still the grandness of it all is breathtaking. Number 2, the Bellagio. Actually rated number 1 on TripAdvisor for best value for money. The Bellagio is luxurious in every way. Located at the centre of the Strip, it's got outside gardens, it's got underwater gardens, it's got 5-star restaurants, it's got high-end shopping like Chanel. It's got world-famous glass structures, actually been touring around the world as like pieces of art, so glass structures there, found its home there. It's got a spa, but the main thing, the most fabulous, the most iconic part of this hotel is the Bellagio dancing fountains. It's spectacular. It's not one of those boring fountains which, it's just on all the time, just like spraying water and that's it, because that's boring. As the name suggests, these are dancing fountains. They dance to the music. When we were there, it was dancing to that Bruno Mars song, Uptown Funk. The theming is European Village, just so you know. But like I say, every part of it is super duper fancy. We like this hotel because we actually won some money, finally won some money. So yes, the Bellagio is, we love this hotel. And what's more magical than laying in your room, getting like one of those like buttons, those remote controls, opening up the curtains with a remote control and seeing the Bellagio fountains dancing away just outside your window. Nothing. However, just as a note, I can never go here, like to this like 5-star restaurant, because they said there's loads of Michelin star restaurants here, but I can never go because this. I'll tell you a reason why. This restaurant has a button which, if you press it, it will make the Bellagio fountains go up even higher, make them even taller, make them even more fantastic. You may think, well, Planet Mars, why don't you want to go there? It's not because I don't want to, because I know that I will press that button and one press of that button is about $10,000. And I can't simply afford that right now. But feel free to sponsor me over on my Patreon. No, there's no Patreon, there's no GoFundMe or anything, because it's just a stupid idea. Okay, so just some honourable mentions. There are so many really great, fantastic hotels on the Strip, like Tropicana. It's quaint, it's a bit smaller, but it's big for us, considering like it's small in comparison to the rest of the hotels, but it's kind of quaint, so we liked the Tropicana. Mandalay Bay as well, that was like a really nice hotel. Circus, Belize, Treasure Island, the list just goes on. The Wynn Hotel, even though we lost at the Wynn Hotel, but yeah. Empire, there's just so many hotels. There's a lot of really great hotels. If I didn't mention your favourite, then please comment in the section below. But now, the number 1 most fabulous, iconic, must-see to believe hotel on the Las Vegas Strip is the Hooters Hotel. No, of course I'm only joking. It's Caesar's Palace. Do you remember that episode of Friends when Joey gets a job in Vegas and he's wearing that like toga, the whole Roman Empire thing? Yeah, that was at Caesar's Palace. The whole point about this list is immersion and the theming. The theming is fantastic, it's the best, it can't be beat, it's everywhere. From the togas, to the statues, to the design of the place, the Colosseum, everything. I'll get more into it in a minute, but everything is immersive, everything is grand. They've got 5-star restaurants like Gordon Ramsay's place. There's 6 pools. There's a cigar bar, there's a nightclub, there's shopping, and there's the Colosseum, which is a music venue where you'll see the likes of Celine Dion and Elton John playing there. I'm not entirely sure who was playing there when we were there, but we didn't bother going to see them, but it was a big name. So the theming is in the casino, it's in the malls, it's outside. Before, when I said the MGM Grand felt like a mini city, this feels like an actual city. It feels like your whole being taken away off the Las Vegas Strip and onto this world of Roman times. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Tell me in the comment section below. What's your favourite Las Vegas fabulous hotel? because I'm sure there's definitely loads I've missed. But first, remember to subscribe to Planet Mark and hit that bell notification to be told of the next great upload. Check the links in the description below because there's some great essential must-have items, like vacation items, super cheap, so definitely check them out. Remember to follow us on Twitter at PlanetMarkVlog, Facebook.com/PlanetMarkVlog, or Instagram at Disney.Dreamer_UK. See you in the next one, guys. Bye 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 bye.